Okay, we got the Lincoln Riley interview.
LSU is going to be paying a big number for the man who became the winningest coach in Notre Dame history, and that is as storied a history as anybody in college football has got. That happened earlier this season.
Yeah, Notre Dame, we
21
get it.
vacated wins from the 12, 13 seasons, if you even believe in such a thing. But still one of the 3 head coaches to win 100 games on the field as the Fighting Irish head coach. Meanwhile, Lincoln Riley arrived at USC on Monday, introduced as the Trojans' new head coach. 55-10, 4 conference titles, 2 Heisman-winning quarterbacks while the head coach at Oklahoma. Now he moves west, just 38 years old, charged with restoring Southern Cal to prominence. It's a pleasure to welcome back to this show Lincoln Riley. This is the first time we say hello from Los Angeles as the head coach of USC. Lincoln, thank you for taking the time on a busy day. As best as you can, how do you explain and describe the last 72 hours of your life?
A little surreal, to be completely honest, Scott. It's a very emotional game Saturday night that came down to the last play, and our team fought their tails off, and then an opportunity that presented itself very, very early Sunday morning, and some tough conversations, and honestly probably one of the most difficult decisions in my life to ultimately leave Oklahoma. But I think the chance for a new opportunity here at USC, the potential of this, and then the current people here wanting to invest so much to get this program to where I think we all know it can be, and the country knows it all can be, was a challenge for myself, the staff, my family, that we just simply couldn't say no to.
I understand that, and hopefully you can appreciate, for me, there's sort of 2 competing storylines here. There's the future, where you are at SC, and then there's the past at Oklahoma, and I feel like both of them are important that I'm interested in, because I'm watching Saturday night, I'm watching Bedlam like every college football fan, and you made the comment about LSU, and then, all right, and I wake up Sunday and I'm like, whoa. When did this opportunity present itself to you, Lincoln, in a way that it was real enough that you really had to ponder what you were going to do?
Yeah, very early Sunday morning, USC engaged with some interest and wanted to have a conversation. And honestly, Scott, that's the first conversation at any point in my time in Oklahoma that I'd ever had with another football team. But I think just the history, the tradition, the excitement of the new opportunity was enough that we wanted to have that conversation, and it moved quickly. And it was a tough decision. I mean, leaving a place like Oklahoma is not easy, especially when you have the history that we had there, 7 phenomenal years, some of the best years of our lives, great success on the field, off the field, and we loved Norman. So this was not about anything wrong at Oklahoma. They did everything for myself, my family, that I could have ever asked for, and I love them all dearly for it. It was just simply, it was time for a new chapter, and it was time for a new opportunity, and this was the right place at the right time.
So, I mean, you got to call somebody early in the morning, because by the time I'm awake, it's like the train was down the tracks. I mean, so this is like a first thing in the morning conversation you're having with your agent, your family, your people. I mean, that's when this conversation is happening.
It went quickly. We had a conversation late that night when we got back to Norman, when we knew that the interest from USC was real. Then we slept for, I think, about 2 hours, and then got back up and kind of really hammered through it. And it was one of those that the way college football works now, you gotta move quickly. But it was pretty apparent to us that this was the right move.
Lincoln, I've had it explained to me this way from any coach that's moved on to an opportunity like this one, that there are big boy conversations that you have to have with your team that are really difficult, and I just wonder how yours with the OU team went. How'd that process go for you?
Oh, man, tough. It was, especially coming off a game like that where our guys have battled and played their hearts out, and I have so much love for the team, those kids. I was thankful that I got the opportunity to do it in person. I know a lot of coaches don't in a situation like that, and the team honestly, they were great. I can't say that all of them agreed with it. I'm sure not all of them supported it, but they were great to me, and it meant the world, honestly, because I honestly wasn't 100% sure how it would be handled. But there's a lot of love for Norman, a lot of love for Oklahoma and those players, and they're a part of me getting this opportunity and been a part of my life, and so very grateful to them.
I grew up on the complete opposite side of the country from SC, but
How
I've
much
been
is
there. I'm
longer
familiar
than
with what
last?
it represents, and if I were to guess what would make it appealing, I could probably come up with a long list. You're living in the reality of it. What was the most appealing part of what I'm sure is a lengthy list?
Yeah, I think the combination of the history and tradition of one of the greatest college football programs of all time, the city, I mean, probably the mecca of sports right here in Los Angeles. You could just feel the energy and passion. You could feel that these people are serious about doing anything and everything possible. And that combination was exciting for me because you start to really think about what this place can become, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it.
I realize there's a lot to get to, and every second you're talking to me is a second you could be doing something that I'm sure you have on your list, not the least of which is figuring out where you're going to live and all the rest. I wish you the best, Lincoln. I appreciate you carving out some time on a busy day. Good luck there in Los Angeles, all right?
Anytime. Thanks, guys.
Coming up, Tiger Woods.
All right, well, that's that. That's the interview. If he doesn't win, if he can't win at USC, then USC's program is dead. I said it's the best job in college football right now. I stand by that. I think he's going to win a bunch of Pac-12 titles, make the playoffs, all that. Natty, probably he'll win at least one, I think. But other than that, peace and gut off. Yeah. That's the interview, boys. We're out.